our wonderful, as I keep calling it, the Field of Dreams. So yeah, I've got the 262 that I ran the other day just in the ash at home, and I've got the new 262 which you saw the unboxing of and the sort of look over of earlier in the week as well. So while we're here and while we've got some wood, I thought it'd be really good to run them back to back. So for you 262 XP geeks, this is the KS cylinder. It's a new old stock cylinder, so it's effectively a brand new saw that's had maybe 6 or 7 tanks of fuel through it. Base gasket delete, muffler mod, and that's about it. That is a stone stock later saw, pretty representative of how you'd buy one second hand. So the compression's not great. It's the later HDA 120 carb, and it is the Mahler decompression cylinder, and that is exactly as I've bought it. I've ever so slightly tuned it with the screwdriver. When I swap the bar in between these cuts, I'll give it a little tune as well, and a check up and a warm up, because I've never cut with it before. But really, let's see, this is quite big oak. Really, I wouldn't use these saws in this size wood, but because it's a big bit of oak, what you Americans would call white oak, then it will really show us the differences between these two saws. So I've always thought this was a strong saw. I'm really interested to see what a sort of averagely worn 1995, so coming up 30 years old, I'm interested to see how that runs. So this one is warm. Let's get it running and let's do 2 cuts. I think I'm going to do 2 cuts each. We'll sort of average them out roughly. I'll probably put the times down in the description, so have a look there, or don't have a look there. Maybe watch this and then have a look and then comment. But I mean, it's not which one's going to be faster, is it? It's by how much is this going to be faster. So really interesting, because there's also a sort of a stock versus modded comparison in a way as well, isn't it? So yeah, let's fire it up. Let's have a look. Zoom you in a bit. That's not going to work. Log is tipping too much. Let's try a different log. Okay, let's try again on this one. Owen has mentioned, good old Elemental Race, that this bar might have a burr on it. It's a pretty new bar, to be honest. But yeah, it does seem to sort of cut and then not cut. But let's have a look. Let's do 2 cuts. Watch out for the times. Now she's not going to start. Tell you what, in oak that is, well, this is a 24-inch bar, so that's got to be 20 inches by maybe 14 or 15 for a 62cc saw. She rips. Right, let's swap bars. Okay, that didn't work. This 262, the new one, must be set up with 3/8 chain and not 325 like is stock and like the other one is set up, because I've just tried for like quarter of an hour and the chain just keeps binding, can't get it to work. the back of the drum looks odd, and I've got no way to change the clutch drum. So yeah, if you've messed about with 2 series saws and changing bars on them with, well, any saw actually with an external clutch, it's a pain. So I'm a little bit wired now, so I need to just woosah. Anyone who's changed bars on a external clutch chainsaw, you should definitely hit the subscribe and the like button now, because it's a pain, and the stuff I'm going through and the amount of annoyance I'm getting on a Sunday afternoon just to give you guys some content is high. But no, seriously, so luckily I've brought a contingency plan, which is maybe a better comparison actually. So this is my 61, which has a 266 cylinder on it from my man 5150 Powder in New Zealand. It has a Wolf Creek Saw Shop pop-up piston in it. It's base gasket deleted, and it has a fairly leery muffler mod on it. So this is basically the same set of mods, apart from the pop-up piston, that the OG 262 has got. So yeah, probably quite a good comparison. Obviously the same bar and chain won't fit. So what I've got, the chain on it is probably massively in its favour. It is a square filed, full chisel, probably an Oregon 73. So yeah, it's probably, that will help it a bit, but it'll be a good comparison because that thing feels hot to me. This is torquier, but maybe it won't rev as much. So let's fire it up. I'll get this warmed up and then we'll get it into the cut. See how she does. So I'm going to have to edit this video because it didn't all go in one for the camera. Not that you need to know that, technical reasons. But yeah, that probably means you've just seen the times on screen. So I'm quite interested to see myself actually. That definitely doesn't feel as revvy, but it definitely bites in. And I think it probably masks the outcome a little bit, but I think that's probably the best chain I've ever filed. It just pulls through so nicely. Look at those. I think somebody's getting coasters for Christmas. Look at those, they'll be amazing. Sanded up and varnished. They'll be lovely little pan coasters or something, wouldn't they? Anyway, what would you take to the woods? That 262 or that 266? I really want to put, part of the reason for putting that Husky bar or the Still Light bar onto the Makita was actually, I think I want to put it on that. I think that'd be brilliant with a 25-inch light bar on. What do you think? Anyway, thanks for watching. What should we run next? Maybe some big saws in the next video. I think so. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Cheers.